Alright y'all, we're back on a new project here. We finished up that club car that had that oil leak. I didn't, what do you want to call it? I didn't video it because it was frustrating me so bad, and I was just tired of it, and trying to video something like that same time, you know, when it's frustrating, it makes it harder. So I decided not to record it. But anyways, we're back on another club car. It's this, the red one that was outside, one with the red tongue on it. Well, all tongues are red, I guess. But so the motor was locked up. I didn't video that, but what I did is I pulled the plug out, put some WD-40 in there, and then I got over there on that bolt here, right down here on the side of the clutch, and I just worked her back and forth, and all it was just the rings were locked up in the to the cylinder a little bit. Wasn't bad. I spun it a couple times by hand, pushed the pedal, it cranked over for about 45 seconds, and then she fired up. My daughter rode it yesterday for a few hours, well, hour and a half, and it come back to life. There was a little smoke out of the exhaust. After she rode it for a little while, it went away. So basically it was the rings in it, stuck to the piston, obviously no internal damage to it. So I spoke to the guy was going to give it to me for parts if the motor was junk, and you know, I could have told him, hey, it's junk, and got this golf cart for free, but I didn't want to do that. So it's got a lot of damage on the body. You can see a big chunk missing out here, big pieces here missing out. This is actually broke all the way in half. This is cracked open real bad here. So what we're going to do is we're going to fiberglass. You can see somebody's already done some fiberglass work here that didn't hold, and I'm not sure what they fixed here. It must have been some type of crack hole, but obviously it worked in that spot. I'll probably come in and maybe just kind of cut that away a little bit and see what's up. But we're going to build this up with some new fiberglass because this body used to be fiberglass. I shouldn't say used, it was fiberglass, or it is fiberglass. So I'm just going to, we'll get us something, and we'll just want to kind of give some support back here and get it to kind of match back up with what we got left over here. I got some bad spots in here that I don't want to tear it away because I need it for a template. So we'll just do fiberglass here. We'll get this done. You can see it needs some little fiberglass repair and some of the cracks. Cracks like this and stuff, we probably just use some fiberglass filler, and we'll clean that up. But we'll make this all real strong again by, you can see right there, look, but see them, look, oh, it is busted through. So we'll clean that out. We'll put some fiberglass there, get some fiberglass here. This here is all broken, cracked. We'll lay a piece of fiberglass. But as you can tell, see how that's peeled away? That's because it probably wasn't sanded down and had any like sanding grooves in it down, because this is the gel coat over the fiberglass. So obviously wasn't sanded down to it. Past the gel coat. Same here, look, they just stuck some body filler. We're going to fix this, and this is what mounts it. You can see there's the mount. So we're going to fix all this. So this is going to be the project for a few weeks. I told the guy I won't be doing this every day, and it's not going to be done like super fast. It's, you know, it's going to be a couple month process. So when I get stuff in to work on, we're going to work on it. We'll put this to the side and we'll work on it when time allows. Like right now, I don't have anything to work on that's out here. I mean, I got the riding lawnmower, but that's personal stuff. Got the bicycle, that's personal stuff. So I know I need to do an oil change on my bike, but I might video that. This Suburban still needs the wheel bearings in it, and a rear U joint is squeaking real bad. But we're gonna tackle this thing, and we're gonna kind of hopefully be able to video most of it for you. As you see, I got the brad nailer out, and I've got some wood here. what I'm going to do is I'm going to just brad nail that there. And then we're going to take this piece, brad nail it onto here, and then we'll brad nail the pieces like this. Well, maybe not like that, but, you know, something like this. Here we go. That's what I meant. Like this on there. And hopefully that will hold it while the fiberglass sets up in here. I still got to run and get fiberglass, but I want to get all this stuff prepped and ready. And once this fiberglass sets up and everything, then we'll start on the outside of the body. I mean, this stuff's cracked away here, real good. Over here is real bad, but we're gonna fix this stuff. The only reason why we're fixing this is because this thing is pretty nostalgic. It's kind of cool. It was a drag strip at a pit car for somebody, so we're gonna try to straighten her out as best we can. You can see this is pushed in here, so we got to take a hammer, kind of knock it out. It's not going to be perfect. It's nowhere near perfect at all, but we're gonna get it close as we can get, and we're gonna paint the same colors. All the pinstriping and everything, I've taken videos and pictures of it. As you can see, there's a little car right here, a little, I don't know, 5-window coupe or whatever they call that, Ford coupe, whatever. But and it had a little thing right here. It said, if your old lady ain't on this cart, look in the parking lot. And then it was, so we'll probably get that put back on there. We're going to try to bring this back to its original, not original, but the original drag strip looking car. We're going to lift it up just a little bit, and by doing that we're going to flip the axle. We're going to put it underneath the leaf spring. It's the only way you can lift it, and that will bring 2 inches, and then the bracket to square it to the leaf spring will be another inch. So it's going to have roughly 3 inches of lift on it. Won't have the lift kit we're building ourselves, so this isn't going to be store-bought lift kit. So we're going to do the lift kit cheap. That'll be a video on its own by itself. That way everybody else can see, you know, hey, check out how he lifted his cart, and he done it for 35 bucks. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to put a block in between here, and then right here at the kingpin we're going to put a spacer in there on both sides. We're going to do the front first, and then that way we can get a ride height. And then when we do the rear, I will build the rear blocks myself so we can get this thing level. But anyways, I'm going to get over here on this, and we'll bring you in a minute on it. So what I had to do to get this, I've been an hour and a half trying to figure out. I went to the hardware store, got an L bracket, and I got a piece of wire to pull it back this way. So it ain't real pushed in the middle here, but there's really nothing I can do about that. I mean, it's just gonna have to be how it is, because I fought it for so long now. That's just how it's got to be. I've got to get down in here and clean that up a little bit, but my stuff's going to be at an angle anyway. It's not going to be like right down in there, but for good adhesion, I'm going to make sure she's clean. So let me get that cleaned out of there. So what I'm doing is I'm hitting it with 80 grit sandpaper here. And get good scratches to give this stuff something to bond to. Got something to bond to. She pulled away a little bit, but we can tighten her up a little more right here. There we go. Wish I could get her a little closer this way though. And I wish I had a long clamp. Let's see, you know what? I got a ratchet strap. Let's see what happens if we try to ratchet strap her together here. We'll hook it right here. That right there. Yeah, we got her good. That looks real good. I'll just use this stuff. And we'll tie it. It'll be in the way a little bit, but we'll have to fight around it. Because I really want this to be somewhat decent, man. You're not going to get, what is this? This is a 1989. You're not going to get 1989 fiberglass body all that straight because of over the years it's going to warp and all that good stuff anyways. But man, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna mix up some resin. So what I got is some of this stuff, fiberglass resin, and we got this little cup here. I gotta find my chip brushes. I think they're right here in this bag. I just got an old cheap brush. We'll be able to lather on. I already pre-cut me a piece of cloth. You can see we'll about here. Try to keep that out the dirt, mud a little bit over here on that side. Maybe I ought to clean that up a little bit more. Yeah, I ain't too well. I'm gonna clean that dirt up just because it's the right thing to do. I really didn't need to know that I needed that much cleaned off over there, so use a little brake cleaner and get it all straight down, de-oilified. Alright, so resin with some hardener, a couple drops will do you. You figure you get a thing like that with a big can, so obviously a few drops will do you. I had to actually go buy some more because on my other projects I used a bunch of this hardener in it, and I got a whole full can of resin over there, and this can of resin, and no and not enough hardener. I see it getting on my fingers, so we got her open. Oh, I've got to get something to open that. Let me find my channel locks. This one will open easier, so we ain't even gonna fight that. So I got a bunch of them plastic cups here. That I have is I mix paint with too, so. Damn it. Dirt on top of my can I didn't know I had on there. And just some more stuff fell in there. Alright. Hopefully that's enough. I'm sure it will be. Probably too much, but it's been a while since I've done fiberglass. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just do that. And we're gonna stir it up. Stir it up real good. Make sure everything's mixed up real well. Get that hardener. I'm gonna lather some on this first. Hopefully help it stick better, so I ain't fighting it, trying to hold it. Alright. Yeah, that has a little way too much resin. I don't have anything else fixed up ready to do this, because I was just wanting to we just gonna dab a bunch of this resin on it. We're gonna keep dabbing until we can't see no air pockets in it. It's been a while since I've done any. It was back when I had my dually we were working on in here, and I ended up trading that for my welder. So never did finish that. There's another project we didn't finish. I got rid of the green tractor too, so we didn't finish that one. That tractor was kind of a lost cause anyways, trying to find a motor for it. And yeah, I could have repowered it, but I didn't feel like messing with that all that much. It's like doing all that to it. Just way too much work for me. She wanted to bubble up out on me there. We got another little piece here. We're gonna stick in there too, just to up over here. That way we'll have some good reinforcement in there. I bought two different types of fiberglass. I got the this matte, and then I have the strand fiberglass. So the strand stuff's what we're going to use on the outsides of this stuff. So this is pretty much all there is to it. I don't know how much of this you're able to see because I'm blocking the view, whatever. But I mean, I'm not gonna do every step by step on every single piece of stuff I gotta do. So like, you know, if there's like where there's a hole, I'll show you how to fill the hole in, stuff like that. But I'm just dabbing this stuff until I get all the air pockets up out of her. There we go, there we go. Do a lot to getting all that air out of there though, that's for sure. I need to cut one more little piece. I want to put some more right here. Kind of sucks because I'm going to cut me another piece. So I put another piece like right here along this bottom. Alright, I cut another piece, put it here, or up here on this one. And I had that piece here, and then I did another long strip and put on here, so it's got, you know, 3 pieces here, 3 pieces up here, and 2 pieces like right in this little stretch right there. And let me bring you in here. You see there's no white showing any air pockets, and the reason why I got, you know, because I've still got to fill all this in with the fiberglass strand stuff, so we'll fill that all in after after this dries. Take all this off, and we'll kind of divot out all the way around here. We'll clean this all up. We'll sand it down real good. Get over here, and then we'll fiberglass that in. Like I said, we gotta do this piece. You know what? I ought to go ahead and slap me a piece of fiberglass right there, since I got enough resin up. Let me cut another piece. I'm gonna do a piece here. All right, I got that little piece in there. That's just a little piece for now. I'll reinforce that with some more stuff. I got this kind of piece put in there that we're just gonna. This is just for the rough shape, and I didn't wanted to make sure I used up the rest of my resin. This big old chunk of stuff here, you can see the color of that. See how nice that old paint job was. But of course I didn't get all of that down there. I don't no need. I'll come back with my cutoff wheel and just kind of cut that off and pull that out of there. But or I may just leave it. It's not a big deal. That's not nothing. But I just got kind of a rough shape, stuff her in there, and then I'll come back and we'll cut it off, you know, and then we'll be able to kind of rough shape this how we need it. But we can put more. We'll put a couple more pieces in here later, you know, once this dries. Yeah, let me get that little bit here. There we go. And of course we still got to put some here. We still got to do here, and then there's a piece up right there I want to do. I'll bring you over, show it to you. And then there's that hole in there that I want to do, but I don't want to do too much today. I had to tear it all apart already. See, like this right here, I want to put a little piece, a couple pieces right here, and get that hardened back up, and we'll do it on the inside too when I get this all the inside stuff done and flipped over, and you know we'll come back with our cutoff wheel and zip that stuff off there. It's getting hard yet now. But this is going to be it on this for today. Tomorrow we'll come out and I'll cut this off and we'll get that off, and then we'll prep all of our other spots like this one here. We'll cut this out, and I didn't want to put no more in there because I didn't want to don't want to have to fight it like that one. So once we get this part cleaned out, all this cleaned out of there, we'll be able to put a whole piece, you know, piece here all the way up in there, and that should give enough strength. This, and we'll see how it feels once it dries. We'll probably put one big piece, you know, like one big piece right here. One or two more big pieces. We'll scuff it back up. But this is my main one. This is the one that really needs to be done. It's going to take a lot of work. That there I figured was going to be a lot of work, but it's not as bad as what I think it's going to be now that how we have it held like we need it kind of more in place. We just have that big old hole right here, man. It's right here, but once we stuff it full of the other fiberglass, this one, we're going to use this stuff to stuff all the other holes and all the other stuff. We need to pressure wash this thing. I'm gonna paint the muffler and then back part of them leaf springs. This frame's actually aluminum, so we don't have no reason to do anything to it. We're not painting it or anything, but we'll wash the shocks. I think I'm gonna have him pick up a different pair of shocks, newer shocks anyways, so we won't have to worry too much about that. Maybe, we'll see. I think maybe, yeah, that's part of the frame. Well, that part is anyways. Yeah, we're gonna have a fun time trying to do a lift kit on this because of the way the frame's built. The brake cables are in the frame, are part of the frame. So, hey. So we'll have to cut the old freaking, I think, I'm not positive, we may be able to flip it side for side. So we might be able to flip it side for side. So they'll be up on top. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get to it. But anyway, let's get back to this part. So this cup is done. That brush is done. And we used up all the resin, so I feel good about that part. Let me get the cap back on that. We're gonna cut this one off here. We're gonna be done for the day on this. We'll see. I'll see how long this video is right now, and then stay tuned for some more, whether it's in this video or the next one, and we'll put it on. We'll put it all together and send her on the old interwebs. So we'll see you either tomorrow or on the next one. Alright, y'all, we got a little bit done on this off camera. We got the fiberglass there fixed. Of course, we got to go in here and fill this void here. Get all this filled up right in here. I went through with my little die grinder, and everywhere where the paint's chipping, there's cracks in these people's fiberglass. You can tell how thick this stuff is too, the paint wise. All this was cracked. I went in there. I need to kind of get a little more in here. And what? Actually, I don't know. It depends. But pretty much, I got all the cracks all cleaned up. There's a bunch back here. So, but I've reinforced all this stuff underneath here with fiberglass, so this won't crack again. Plus, I'm using. Yeah, see, there's still a little crack right in here that I need to clean out a little bit. But as far as that is, you know, there's that spot that was broke. I'll probably do a little regular fiberglass in here. Fiberglass that there. A little fiberglass right in here. And so I think we only got like this spot here to do. And fill that up with some fiberglass like right into here. All this kind of needs to be filled. But this actually come loose a little bit, so we'll have to put another piece on the back, kind of straighten that up. Put another piece back there, and then we'll finish that up here. As far as that goes, it's ready for bigger body work. I'll probably take it out here and pressure wash this thing all off, so you can see some more paint that's cracking. But once we start sanding on it with the DA and all that, we'll get into these spots. Kind of see like some swirlies in there. Like this is tape, I think. But anywho, let's get into what we got over here. Let's see what I do with my little knife. You guys see the little knife somewhere? We got some the Bondo. It's actually Bondo brand. So, ooh, my hip. What did I do with my knife? Oh yeah, I remember I blew it off the door. You can tell how dirty the garage is. I might have to do some work before we get painting. So we got long strand body filler. So it's fiberglass reinforced. Some cream hardener. I got some of that too still. So if I wanna, this is what's gonna fill up all these voids that I got. Even like this right here, I'm gonna use it into this. These holes here, I'll shove it in real good. Man, I'll put some fiberglass there. I'm gonna put some more there. But like along this stuff here, I'll have to do some more fiberglass. I'll still have to. This piece here was high out past, so I had to cut it out. So we'll put some more here. We'll get us some more down in here. There was a big chunk of Bondo in there. That's why that did that. So we'll have to shove us some in there and get that done. This is horrible back here, but damn, about cut my finger off on a piece of that. But we'll have to do a little more Bondo filling in here. Yeah, see, I'll have to cut that out and redo that piece. But we're getting closer. We gotta do a little more cleaning. But once I start sanding on it with the sander, then we'll see. And I get a good pressure wash on it. We'll see what all more we need to tear out of it. I told you I'll be back the next morning after when I was out here fiberglassing. Why I didn't make it back out? Well, I did. I made it back out the other day, but I didn't video nothing. I was out here with the little grinder. But I got a hold of the owner, so I might need the headlights for this thing. Let's see, is that the right side? I think this goes over here. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna need these lights, man. So I gotta make sure. I think this is gonna fill that in. I'm not gonna have to fiberglass that. That's why I told him. I said, man, I'm gonna need that need them lights so I can get this put in there, so I don't have to try and do that body work if I don't have to. I'm hoping there's templates in here. Yeah, here they are. Nice. So I believe this is what we're probably cut out. I don't know, this is the rear bumper one. But yeah, there we go. It's got the steering column thing for turn signal wire. It's got turn signal, it's got rear lights, it's got a horn. It's the whole light kit with the horn. Street legal, whole street legal for the DS all the way up to 48 volts, 12 to 48. So it'll fit on this. But I just want to cut out for the headlights on that. I want to cut out for the tail lights on this before I paint it. So that's why I needed them way ahead of time. And I gotta take this card out and pressure wash it. So I want to get all this stuff cut in over here. I should have plenty of room up here to put them. And then I can, once I cut in, then I can do body work if I got to around them and all that good stuff. So I needed them before I did anything, because I was going to fiberglass them holes all up and all that. Well, if this thing I've got to cut out anyways and them holes get covered, perfect. We ain't got less work we got to do. There's not much body work on this to be done. We've got to get us a new bumper. I'm going to take this old bumper off. There's not much really to do on this one, so we're good on that. Oh, yep. So this is where we're going to leave off on this. I think there's supposed to be some holes in here for this bumper that's broke off to bolt to keep it from being floppy, but we'll probably end up with a new lift kit in the front, new lift kit in the back. I was going to try to build it, and then I got to looking. These whatever you call it, kingpins here, they're not like what I was expecting. They're a little different, so I won't be able to put shims in there and lift it up, so we'll have to order a lift kit. So it's going to be like probably a double A arm. They're pretty cheap, about $250, $300. So we'll have to get him to splurge for that. Got the paint ordered, the epoxy primer ordered, and a clear coat. I told him to order. I gave him that list to get ordered, so that'll be coming sometime next week maybe. So this weekend we're gonna get on this body work. We're gonna get it done. We'll be ready for painting in a few days. So with that one, I'm out of here. I got to get chip brushes and stuff like that before I can so I can finish up body work, putting in some fiberglass. So we're heading in. We'll see y'all on the next one. This will be the end of this video because it's pretty long.